been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day, and when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turn into morning dew, then you feel it rushing in, lose control. You don't wanna go slow, for sure. We both already know your place is my place now. My place is your place, let's face it. Baby, you know all the places. Places. My place is your place. My place. Your place is my place. Just face it. No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do. My place like you do. Baby, don't stop. Got the key to the lock. We in our own zone. Make yourself at home. Get to know mine on the inside. Can meet at yours next time. And you feel it rushing in, lose control. You don't wanna go slow, for sure. We both already know your place is my place now. My place is your place, let's face it. Baby, you know all the places. Places. My place is your place. Your place is my place. Just face it. No one knows my places like you do. Your places like I do. My place like you do.
I'm on the move, can't stop me if you try. Coasting on now, baby, it's just me, myself, and I. Cause I'm on the move, every step is by design. It's only up from here till the moment I die.
I've been on the move, I never saw myself ever coming so far. Taking small steps, I was trying to find my groove. Yeah, I know that I was off to a really slow start, but now I'm running, never looking back. I'm going towards where the sun is. Even if it blinds me, I'll find peace inside. Keep my eyes on the prize till I'm holding it above me, above me.
Hello. Hello. Wait a minute. Hello.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
switched up the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Frank Nasty in the building. I appreciate you for stopping by. Enjoy your night. Salute to you, player. Ladies and gentlemen, I was gone for a little bit. I was gone for a minute, but it's good to be back at it. Let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to reintroduce myself. If you haven't seen me, you forgot who I was. My name is CoVa Technician, and I'm glad to be back at it again for another live stream. Salute to the people watching me in the chat room. Salute to the people watching me in the clouds. Salute to the people watching me on the replay. I greatly appreciate you for tuning in and joining me. Shout out to Professor Black Ops in the building. Professor Black Ops is in the building. I appreciate you for tuning in. Shout out to Professor Black Ops. Camera looking a little funny right now. We're going to fix that real quick. So tonight we're going to be talking about, is YouTube an easy job? Is YouTube an easy job? And the reason why I'm talking about this, I have no idea why my camera's laggy like that. I'll figure it out later once the stream is done. Usually when that happens, the stream doesn't actually look like that, so I'm not going to focus on it too much. Anyway, so a lot of people, oftentimes say that YouTube is an easy job. YouTube is not an easy job. YouTube is hard. Blah, blah, blah. There are different qualifiers that people put in front of other people to be able to have the conversation, or to even talk about the conversation, or be a part of the conversation. And you know me, I don't like gatekeeping. I don't like saying people can't be a part of the conversation because X, Y, and Z. I don't like that. And shout out to Fire Elmo is in the building. Shout out, that's Snapcam. Give you a little something, a little visual to look at from time to time. So I'm going to be, breaking down this tweet, the responses in the tweet, the responses I got in the tweet, which is also pretty interesting, to say the least. And I'm going to watch a couple of videos to help bolster my opinions. Because at the end of the day, these are my opinions. We are entitled to have opinions on topics. And we are entitled to disagree with each other. So, this is something different from when I said I was going to stick to talking about gear and stuff like that. And I'm going to get to talking to gear because I got this beast still here. The Samsung G-Track Pro USB microphone, which I have tested already, is an absolute beast of a microphone. An excellent USB microphone, and I actually enjoyed messing around with it. So without further ado, I gotta find my track. There we go. Found my track. We're gonna bring that down. Just bring it down a little bit more. Okay, let's switch the screen. And I'm hoping you're enjoying the new layout. I switched the layout since I was gone. I said, let me change the layout. So I forgot to add the window, so I'm just gonna do the window capture. That's my music, and let me just see. Switch that up. There we go. Okay. So here's the window. I'm just gonna put this under me. There we go. And we're gonna add a little bit more light to the situation. There we go. So we're good to go now. Okay. So let's take a look at this tweet. Let's take a look at the tweet. So this guy name is Ian Bortwick. He is a influencer guy, SeatGeek investor, Disposter, Lolly, Riverside FM, 1v8, 1v1 it me, sub to my podcast. I don't really know much about this guy. But anyway, he's like a creator influencer person. So there's a lot of these people on Twitter. And they have a lot of opinions. And I heard he's also a crypto guy, so the crypto people have a lot of interesting takes on things as well. So he says, if you think being a YouTuber is an easy job, you've never actually tried to be a YouTuber.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Okay, so here we go. We're starting it off fresh on a slow Sunday afternoon. You know, not a lot of things to talk about on a Sunday afternoon. So it's time to, you know, post a hot take to get reactions from people and to stir up the engagements for the Twitter channel. You know, it's the usual tactic that, you know, people on the internet and social media do. There's a woman I follow. She does this all the time on Facebook. So it is what it is with that, right? Now, I ain't gonna hate the game. Don't hate the player, hate the game. So first up, you know, my favorite person, Roberto Blake. All of these people in the replies who haven't made 100 videos are out here making your point and looking real dumb. So again, the concept is making 100 videos qualifies you as a YouTuber, right? So you have to make 100 videos in order for you to understand your place as a YouTube content creator in the YouTube ecosystem, the atmosphere, whatever you want to call it, right? You have to have 100 videos, right? That's the term that a lot of these people, they replicate, not replicate, they repeat, they reiterate, they copy and paste, and they share it, and they repeat it on their platforms. They make videos with nailing down the same points. Everyone says you need to make 100 YouTube videos in order for you to be a YouTube creator, right? So if we go down the list and start looking at these replies, we kind of get a mixed bag of things, right? So let's see. So if your job, so here we got, so this guy's a worker man. He's a working man right here, right? Crypto enthusiast. If your job requires you to sit in your chair, type and think, don't talk about how hard you work. Oh, I had to think and talk so much today. I sure am tired. Try a job on your feet for 10 to 12 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, then tell me about hard work. So he got 24 replies. I guess Einstein was a lazy vagabond by your blue collar standard. He was okay. Would have been a great YouTuber if he had the grit, right? So Roberto, here come all of these people in the replies who haven't made 100 videos out here making your point. Blasey, 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 blah. But I actually want to read down what this guy says. And one guy is Stench Nonking. So this is a lot of crypto people. He says, I don't think his point is that it's physically exhausting. His point is that being a YouTuber, you may work a year, 2, or even 3 without earning anything and still fail after that. So it takes a lot of patience and creativity to be successful. 99% fail. We got I'm CoVa. But we got Iori in the building. Shout out. Oh, I didn't add the Twidget over here. Hold on, let me get the Twidget over here. Shout out to Iori. Let me add the browser source. There we go. Shout out to my bro Iori. What's going on? What's poppin'? So we got Iori in the building. We can make it real big over here. Okay. So now again, right now, yes, a lot of people fail when it comes to the whole YouTube thing, right? But right? We're gonna break that whole failure thing down, right? Because this is something a lot of the creator influencers kind of get people into the mindset of. It kind of keeps them on the rabbit wheel of grinding out content, grinding out videos. Hopefully one day one video hits, goes somewhat viral, gets some views, gets some traction, and sets their channel on the right path to success. But until that time, consult with me, coach, be a part of my coaching courses so that I can help you get there one day, right? The top YouTuber work their asses off to get where they are. No sleep, hours of editing, traveling with jet lag. You have a bad take, pal. My job is a masonry worker, so I work on my feet. I work alone, lift and place blocks or limestone blocks weighing around 60 kegs. It is a hard physical job. I run a blog, and honestly, I'm finding the blog way more mentally challenging than masonry. Plus, with online businesses, blah, 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 crypto enthusiasts. Yep, you definitely have never been a YouTuber. You need to, here we go. We got the grind part now. Here comes the grind. Does my thing still work? No, it doesn't. Okay. Here comes the grind. What he says that? You need to grind for several years to even make money in most cases, while being consistent, constantly trying new things to remain relevant and improve your content. Here comes the grind part. Try going to work for 8 to 10 hours a day, standing on your feet, then going home working another 4+ hours at your desk. Try again, my guy. You're not making any sense, Jane. Many desk jobs are very mentally demanding and stressful. I will agree. A lot of desk jobs are very demanding and stressful, right? So these are all his replies, right? So you do realize you're ignorant to the real work of YouTube. Shut the fuck up. I worked in construction, metalworks, and on a farm. Nothing drains you mentally and physically like YouTube. So James, how about you shut your ass? Okay, you see. Let's see what you got going on over here. What you got? Tuljafar.
Willkommen zurück bei eurem...
Oh, you don't even speak English. Are you Russian? German. He's German, I think. Dokbai. That sounds... I don't know where he's from. Anyway, gaming channel, whatever. Right? Come back. See, this is what I'm talking about, like right here, right? This kind of energy, right? Can't we all just get along? Like Professor Black Ops, like, but this is what happens with the YouTube shit, right? It's like we can't have different of opinions now. We can't disagree. Like we can't have a different like. I don't understand. That's the thing that kills me. But we gonna get back into it, man. So this is all the replies that he got, right? So here comes Roberto Blake. So here comes me, right? CoVa D Technician. Follow me on Twitter, CoVa space D Technician. Follow me there. So here I come, right? Now look at what I say. Pay attention to this. I said YouTube is easy depending on what you do, right? Depending on what you do, it's easy. And the type of content you make, right? There's context to what I'm saying. I'm applying context to what I'm saying. I'm not saying in general YouTube is easy, because I know it's not, right? You gotta film, you gotta edit, you gotta record. Sometimes people call multiple angles. Sometimes people ask animation, different clips, different sources, research, VFX. Like, it's not easy depending on what you do, right? I'm with you. Agree to disagree. Like, I can definitely agree to disagree, but I'm not one for the disrespect. I'm from New York. We don't, the condescending YouTuber, condescending, pompous, that shit don't really fly that well with me over here. I'm not too good with that. We New Yorkers, we don't really do too good with that kind of shit over here, right? But anyway, So I'm applying context to what I'm saying. I'm saying YouTube is easy depending on what you do and the type of content you make. I wouldn't consider it a hard job though. I wouldn't, right? I would not consider it a hard job. Here goes CoVa hurting people's feelings again. And I'm not even hurting nobody's feelings, right? We got DJ LaFave in the building. Shout out to DJ LaFave. Y'all go check out DJ LaFave. That is a OBS GOAT over there. Definitely go check out DJ LaFave. He's an OBS GOAT. I mean, he... Like when DJ LaFave gets it going with OBS, man, I just sit and listen, man. He just did a great show on PowerPoint. Stinger transitions. It's insane over there what he doing. He got this thing when if you become a member, you get your own little animation, and it's legit. Like, and here's the thing I'm talking about, like DJ LaFave, right? Great point, right? What DJ LaFave does is not easy. It takes time to do that. It takes time. It takes patience. It takes effort. It takes understanding. Baby, you got what I need. FBI, open up! That's enough of that singing. But no, like what he does takes time. It takes patience. It takes effort. It takes skill. It's not easy. And there we go. Thank you. Appreciate Wallace. There go. Check out DJ LaFave right there. Go check him out, man. So yeah, that's not easy. I'm not gonna sit up there and say DJ LaFave. It takes passion. Like, DJ LaFave, oh, that's easy. No, it's not easy, right? It's not. It definitely takes passion. And this is Twit. What is it called? Twidget. This is Twidget. Shout out to Twidget. So anyway, so I say YouTube is easy depending on what you do and the type of content you make. I would not consider it a hard job though. I wouldn't consider it a hard job. I legitimately would not consider it a hard job. Honestly, I would not. Right? That's just coming from my technical background and skill set. I don't find it hard to edit videos like that and film things. It's not hard for me. I did that when I was 13. So I can tell you it's not hard because I did that when I was 13. I was filming and editing before YouTube was even YouTube. So let's just go ahead and clear that, I'm gonna clear that up for people. I was editing and filming before YouTube was YouTube.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
So I'm not gonna sit here and say, that editing and filming things is hard for me because I grew up filming and editing things, okay? But anyway, so here we go. So now here we go with the condescending, pompous, pretentious, egotistic, arrogant comments you get when it comes to these, creators and shit like that, right? So here this guy says, Photo Joseph, right? Photo Joseph comes out and says, and you've made how many videos? Well, on my channel, I have at least 200 videos on my channel, but some of them deleted. The rest of the videos are privated. So when I look up now, it's like about 156 plus or whatever videos that are on my channel. I have almost 250 videos on the channel, right? I have 250 videos, but here's the problem, right? It's not, a lot of it isn't uploads. A lot of it is live streaming. So people with this limited understanding of live streaming, and we're going to talk about that live streaming stuff too. They don't look at live streaming as content, believe it or not, right? Paris Hilton just made one video and look how that blew up. And look here, man, we gonna get into that too, right? I'm gonna address every single thing. Let me tell you something while I'm a technician. Every single thing that you're thinking of right now, I'm about to address in this live stream. I'm gonna address all of that shit, right? So he says, and you've made how many videos, right? So, when you're condescending to the technician, I got to get the clown in now, right? We not gonna, like, when you start a conversation off like that, you trying to get at me, we just gonna have to get it. I'm just gonna have to get back at you, like, conversation over now. So I told him 150 plus next. 150 plus on the channel next, right? And this guy been on YouTube since 2006, right? So here you go now. So here we go again with the pompous, pretentious, condescending, arrogant, insulting, passive aggressiveness that comes when you have these conversations with these, creators. We got Norris Black in the building. Norris Black, what's going on? I think I've seen you. I've seen you a long time. It's been a long time since I've seen you, Norris Black. What's going on? I've seen you a few times over here. What's going on? Them's fighting words. Yeah, like, come on, bro. Like, you ain't have to do all that, right? Like, I get it. Like, if you bend over, if you spread them cheeks for Ian Bortwick like that, it's all good, baby. Like,
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I mean, I get it, man. Come on, son. Like, if you spread them cheeks for him like that, it's all good. But come on, man. You don't gotta get like that, right? Nothing much, man. What's going on? All right, no problem, man. So here you go. Bro, recording 2 to 3 hour live videos that 40 people watch is not the same as making planned, edited, 10-minute video and striving for enough views to make a living. Come on. It's cool that you do what you do, but that's not what Ian Bortwick was saying, and I think you know it. So let's break that down for a minute, right? Let's break that down for a minute, right? Because you're trying to get at the boy, you're trying to get at the technician, right? Trying to get at the technician, right? So let's break that down. Recording 2 to 3 hour live videos that 40 people watch is not the same as making a planned, edited 10-minute video. So to those that don't know how live streaming works, you have to plan. Let me see. Wallace, right? Like, they be spreading their cheeks for these people on Twitter, boy. And I hate editing with new tools like Touch Portal and Stream Deck Less. And bro, let me just tell you something right now. This is what I'm trying to say, right? Like, listen, learn something over here, man. We don't gotta edit, man. We don't gotta edit. What do I have to edit for? Right? I have a 4-hour live stream now. I can cut and repurpose 15 ways till Sunday. Well, that's editing. But the main focus ain't filming, right? But when you do a live stream, you have to plan the live stream out. Some people have to plan a live stream. They have to have talking points, bullet points. Sometimes they have to have scripts. Sometimes they have to pause the live stream and talk about a certain topic, then come back to the chat room and go back to talk about the topic again. Some people can just do the live stream off the top and do what they need to do, like me, because I can do that. Okay? So I can have bullet points and main talking points that I want to focus on, but I can just go do the stream and just go, step by step, second by second, minute by minute. But a live stream is planned. You edit, you treat your live stream afterwards. So that's what I'm saying. So what do you think Twitch is? But here's the problem. Here's the problem. A lot of these YouTube creators on YouTube have an elitist mindset, a confused. I have a team that put together BMT live stream. Shout out to BMT. Yeah. Shout out to BMT. You have a team of people that put together live stream. Like, here's where people get it fucked up, right? Let me tell you where people get it fucked up at. These YouTube creators get it fucked up because they can use StreamYard, click StreamYard, go live and say that's live streaming. And I blame StreamYard for that, right? So me, a person that learned OBS, all the interfaces and the sources and the overlays and the filters and the VSTs and the colored LUTs and the shader and the SDF effects and the touch portal, all these different things that you use in OBS. Simple things, right? I turned the filter off. I have that on another screen. But coming to this main screen with the transitions, the stingers, Fire Elmo in the corner, let me put on anonymous, right? You do all of this on your stream. You can't do this on StreamYard, but StreamYard has it set up where people can just click StreamYard, click go live, and they're live streaming and say I'm a live streamer because I use StreamYard. And there goes my effort. But because you live stream and I film and edit and script my 10-minute videos and spend 12 hours editing a video and 8 hours on a thumbnail, you don't put in effort, and your effort doesn't equate to my effort because I spend so much time filming and editing B-roll and putting phones next to trees and waterfalls and filming my phone on top of a wooden plank next to a plastic plant with RGB lights surrounded. That's my effort, and that effort that you do doesn't equate to what I do. But these same content creators, if I put them in front of OBS and Ecamm and tell them to set up their stream, they run away and can't do it. It's complicated to them. It's confusing. It's convoluted. They don't understand. The bit rates is confusing. The encoder is confusing. The audio codecs are confusing. The color sample rate and the output and the sharpening filters are confusing to them. But they'll go and edit their video on an iPhone 12 Pro Max, edit it in LumaFusion, and come back and click StreamYard and go live and say, okay, I'm a live stream and I'm an editor. What you do doesn't equate to what I do. Shit is crazy, man. We grab topics and put them together and what we will discuss. Absolutely. We got Perspective. Shout out to Perspective Gaming in the building. So we're going to come back to Ian Borwick again. We say, bro, recording 2 to 3 hour live videos that 40 people watch is not the same as making a planned edited 10-minute video and striving for enough views to make a living. Come on. Now, here's the funny part about that. Not everybody has to make a edited, scripted, planned video to make a living. But I told boys, so now we disrespectful. So now I got to do, we disrespectful now, so we're done with the conversation. I told boy, look, you a rookie in this game, kid. Respect your elders.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Plus, I privated a lot of my videos. Next, listen, Johnny, book him. Get him up out of here, right? So here come. So now he's done with the conversation. He says, okay. So the next guy, I think he deleted his comment. Yeah, let me see something. Yeah, so there was a guy that commented and he deleted his comment too, right? Again, next guy said, you didn't make any money off your videos. Brother Squidward, a lot of people don't want to learn simple tasks. What's going on? Brother Squidward, salute to you. So, coming back to the whole YouTube and hard work thing, right? Let's be real. Let's be real. It's way easier than most jobs. Can't be acting like you have it hard out here. And I'm going to keep it 110% with you, right? I'm going to keep it 110% with you. YouTube, doing YouTube videos is a lot easier than other jobs that you can have. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. It is. If you're saying that YouTube is harder than trading stocks on the floor of Wall Street or using your hands in masonry and building buildings or a doctor or a lawyer or policeman or like, I mean, come on, right? I'm not saying it's all around easy. It's not. But I'm not saying it's like it's one of the hardest jobs. Like, stop it, right? Let's just put things in perspective in proper places and apply some context to what we're saying out here. So of course with Brother Blake coming, oh, you're making his point. I love YouTubers, not gonna lie. The hardest part is editing, and although it can take a while, it's a lot easier than most jobs. Again, these are facts. This is not devaluing people's experience when it comes to edit, when it comes to making content. This is just putting things in a proper place, in a proper perspective. Again, a person like me, editing is easy. I can pop up Premiere, snip, transition, alteration, cut, second cut, third. Like I can, like that's easy to me. I grew up editing videos on Movie Maker. So I'm never gonna have a problem editing things. So I'm not gonna think editing for me in my head and the way I do it. Editing is not hard for me, right? But to some people, it may be if they don't know how to edit. Overall, it is an easier experience learning how to edit than learning how to do a complicated and difficult job like an electrical engineer. Okay? So it's not entirely easy, but it's not entirely hard as well. Right? There's a middle ground for it. Like I can sit in the middle ground with this whole topic, but I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, it's definitely a hard job. People don't get it. Like you gotta edit. Like no. Okay. Here we go. If it was, then more people would do it. It's not easier, which is why only roughly 1% of the population of Earth can do it. Coding is 0.5%. If less than 10% of people can do something, by definition, it's not easier than things 90% can do. That is literally the point. Let's break that down. Okay, let's just break it down. And I don't have time to pull up data. Like my argument when it comes to data and numbers that I have had debates in with people is simply this. You can find data, you can find numbers to disprove and to prove any point on the face of this earth. I don't care most of the time when it comes to numbers. I'm just being 100% honest. I was in debate. Like you can find information to say black people are inferior, and then you can find information and numbers to say black people are superior. Like I don't care about all that shit, right? Let's just look at the context of what he's saying. I know for a fact that most people that use YouTube just upload as a hobby, right? There's a small percentage of people. Here's the funny part too. The people who often become the most successful people on the platform are the ones who upload as hobbies and shit posting. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Matter of fact, we're going to move off this right here real quick. I'm just going to break this down real quick. The majority of the people, from my experience of watching thousands of videos on YouTube, the majority of the people who really hit it off on YouTube are people who just do it as a hobby and not really take it serious. The people who get stuck in that little box of struggling and grinding out content to improve are the ones who really take it serious, and they're the ones that get put on the carousel of coaching, consulting, grinding out content by creator influencers. The people who are the successful ones, who the people look up to, the Dreams, the Mr. Beast, the Food Lady, the Kelly Stamps, right? The black guy that smiles in his videos. These are the people who just kind of fucking around. Hobby, don't really care. These are the people who blow up, who get trending, get the big deals. 2 girls call her daddy podcast. 2 girls from New York fucking around on a podcast after 4 videos. Dave Portnoy signed them on the Barstool Sports to do a podcast talking about their lives, and then Spotify bought their podcast for $60 million. The real heavy hitters are the ones who don't care that much, really, who aren't really trying to be that popular, really aren't trying to be YouTube successful, famous. They're just up here just, having fun. It is a lot easier mentally and physical than most jobs. Just because 1% of people can do it as a job doesn't mean it's necessarily hard. That's 100% true. Doesn't mean it's hard because 1%, it just means that 1% of people are not doing it or doing it. That doesn't mean it's hard. They are just the fortunate ones. You are an athlete, you know better. You know the number of people who succeed at athletics and the things non-athletes and the bleachers think about doing a sport and how ignorant they are at the level of difficulty. Again, here's my problem with old boy. Right, here's the problem I have with him. This is that barrier that people like him make for themselves to protect themselves for criticism. And he applies this to all conversations, right? So you protect yourself from criticism, saying, oh, you can't criticize me. There's people who train athletes who haven't played, but they train enough athletes to know the problems with the athletes, right? It's people who have studied the sports for 40 years who know problems and issues with athletes. You're gonna test the knowledge of someone who studied the game for 40 years over an athlete who's played the game for 5. So listen. 1% of people succeeding, quote, literally means it's difficult. Even meeting the qualifications to monetize is something 99% of people can't manage to do. That's not luck. Actually, it is. And I'm going to show you what luck looks like. We're going to look at luck. I'm not saying all luck, but I'm going to show you what luck looks like. It means 99% of the people lack the required level of ability. Doesn't take ability. Or means to accomplish the most basic part. Being able to make money at it. Most jobs don't have that issue. Not really 2BH. How though? You've got people earning millions off of 3 a.m. prank videos or people playing video games. I'd argue even retail is harder mentally and physically. I would say the same. But they're not the standard. It's not like there are a million of those types of creators. YouTube is basically, if I have my own TV channel, show production show, on top of that, how do you grow your business? Okay. So we're going to come to YouTube real quick, right? And we're going to come to my man, YouTube Analyze. You know, I talk about him a lot. And we're going to look at lowest effort content on YouTube. And I'm going to show you low effort content that you can make a shit ton of money on that takes no effort at all. Apply that to the concept of it takes skill and ability to do YouTube. And apply that to my statement. YouTube is hard depending on what type of content you're making. Not all content is easy. Not all content is hard. But let's go ahead and look at YouTube Analyze.
YouTube videos as a way to express themselves, to just make a piece of art. There are other people who make YouTube videos to pass on their knowledge about things, or just to entertain you. And then there are people who make YouTube videos just for a quick buck. Now let's be honest, there's a lot of money to be made on YouTube, so it's no surprise that some people look for the best strategy to exploit the system. So today I want to reveal the large world of cash grab channels on YouTube. Now the best way to describe a cash grab channel is typically something that is mostly based on stolen content, something that's really easy to mass produce so that you could just upload tons of it and then just rake in the ad revenue from it. And oftentimes it's just very low quality content. So the first type of cash grab channel I want to talk about is the compilation channels. You've probably come across a lot of these where you've got like, oh, best of fail compilation, or like a boss compilation, or meme compilation.
And these videos, bro, gets millions of views. You hear me? Millions of views, okay? And all you gotta do, all you have to do is add a little bit of edits, snip it up, make it your own transformational use. Fair use means transformational change from the original content. You can make that by making it a compilation, editing things, cutting it up, making it your own content, and upload that on YouTube. Get that monetized, rake in the money. Takes no effort. To edit a video like this take probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes tops. You can knock out 5 of these in a day. Batch upload on YouTube.
Cute animal compilation, TikTok compilation. So basically the way that people make channels like this is it's all just search the internet for some sort of niche type clips and just compile all of those clips together, put it in a video, maybe put some music behind it, and release it on YouTube.
Yep.
Now starting up channels like this is not quite as easy as it might seem because there are just so many people trying to do this kind of thing now that it's just so saturated. And occasionally you'll still get copyright claimed on some of the clips that you try to pull. But you can basically search any kind of compilation, you'll find something. Like here we have Fortnite compilations. Now anytime there's a massive trend that just springs up all over the internet, there's going to be tons of people that jump on the opportunity to create some sort of cash grab compilation channel about it. So, I mean, of course, Fortnite was massive, and it's and then you try doing it. So I have heard from some people that YouTube doesn't allow you to monetize TikTok compilations. I don't know if it has anything to do with, like, almost every TikTok having copyrighted content in it, or if it's just that YouTube doesn't really want to promote this kind of thing. I
Yeah,
don't know,
they make it
honestly.
hard.
But overall, it's all just kind of the same stuff. I mean, you got TikTok compilations, you got meme compilations, and oh, don't forget, then you've also got top 10s. I mean, top 10s have been around for pretty much forever. It's just another way of
Number 4, number 5, number 3. All day.
compiling things, but if you rank them, if you put it
Stupid thumbnails with red circles. And again, let me just pause for a second with the thumbnail shit, right? Like, here's the thing that they kill me with the thumbnail shit, right? This is what really kills me with this thumbnail shit. They say, oh, you got to make the thumbnail attractive, alluring, interactive, convince the person to click the video. Bro, there are thumbnails like this shit right here with a red circle and going into Photoshop, transfer, Control T, morphing this down, filter, distort, and you're done. There's your thumbnail. Listen, you can make it easy, you can make it difficult. It depends on how you want to do it. Okay? Anybody that is telling you and convincing you to spend time to make something difficult are people who want to put you on a a gerbil wheel, to put you on the rotation, to have you coming back to them as a source of information. Okay? I have seen both sides of the fence. I have seen it all, and I can tell you confidently that you do not have to make the whole thumbnail thing difficult. Same thing I told Keep It Techie. I said, bro, do not spend no 40 minutes on no thumbnail. If you can't get through the thumbnail in 15 to 30, you got to come back to that. That's taking too long. It should not take that long. Because all the thumbnail does is show up. They click it or they don't. Once they click the thumbnail, they don't see the thumbnail ever again. Some people will look at a video just for the title and click it. Me, I don't care about thumbnails. I'll click a video for the title. Matter of fact, I'm less likely to click your thumbnail if you're doing that, I'm not gonna click the video. Like, I'm dead ass not gonna click it. Like, I'm actually gonna ignore that shit. Like, I can't stand that. But anyway, just a segment. Do not let people put you on a rotation, put you on that hamster wheel of thinking that you gotta burn brain cells to freaking do thumbnails. I don't care how long it takes Mr. Beast to do thumbnails. I don't care. Mr. Beast has 50 million subscribers. He can do whatever the fuck he wants with his thumbnails, and the video's probably gonna get 5 million views. You're not Mr. Beast. You should not spend that amount of time on a fucking thumbnail. Because as you can see here, this video right here, 55,000 views. The thumbnail is just a red circle. That is it. Learn to make things simpler for yourself. Don't listen to people telling you to make things difficult for yourself.
a number attached to things, and people are much more likely to be interested. So I mean, channels like this, I mean, look at this. When you're getting hundreds of thousands of views, even millions of views on some of your videos, I think since I searched the actual channel name, let's just try that. Yeah, so you got all of these different top 10. I mean, even Watch Mojo I would consider like a pretty elaborate cash grab channel.
Again, silliness, right? Come here, let's look at this Nicki Minaj one right here. It's top 10 dark hidden messages in rap songs. Have the picture here, some weird picture with the YouTube arrow, done deal.
Different top 10. I mean, even Watch Mojo I would consider like a pretty elaborate cash grab channel. And then you've also got Twitch highlights. So you got daily Twitch and live stream fails and gaming careers and just like all of these. All right, I'm going to sit here and watch Twitch all day. I'm going to clip the best moments and throw them onto a channel on YouTube. So, I mean, compiling
All
stolen
day.
content is pretty much the most common way that people do cash grab channels. I mean, I'm not even saying they're always low quality. Sometimes they look like they actually put a decent amount of effort into editing their videos and making really clickbait thumbnails. However, cash grab channels include more than just stolen content. Have you guys ever come across Ask Reddit videos? Now, the whole Ask Reddit genre...
Bro, let me tell you something about this Ask Reddit shit right here. This shit is the easiest content to do. I mean, the easiest content to do. He's going to explain it.
On YouTube is such a bizarre scene. Like, I don't even know how to explain this. So first of all, you've probably got thousands of channels doing the exact same thing. And I mean, like, same thumbnails, same video format, same text-to-speech. It's almost like everyone just follows the same template. And I mean, I can kind of understand why they do that. Because, like, let's click on a video right here.
What are some questions you will...
Yeah, so every single channel uses the same stupid voice. But then look at the recommended bar. You can barely even tell that every one of these videos is coming from a different channel, and I think that's by intention, because people aren't trying to stand out. They're not trying to gain the subscribers. They are just hoping that you will see their video in the sidebar, and you won't be able to tell their video from another channel's video.
Yep.
So basically, rather than trying to compete with all of these other Ask Reddit channels, it's like they're just trying to blend in and hope nobody notices that they're there. But seriously, you could just like...
What's the worst? Redditors
You
who
could just
have
click
poor
on one
SEO.
after another.
All the same.
I'm not paying a...
Now I'm gonna ask you in the chat room for the people that's following along. I'm gonna ask you in the chat room. If I told you, hey, you can be a YouTuber. Well, I don't want to buy a A6400, a Shure SM7B. I don't want to buy a gaming laptop, bro. I don't want to buy. Listen, my man, look here. Let me holler at you for a second. Let me put the music back on. Bro, let me tell you something. If I told you in the chat room, you can be a YouTuber. You can be a YouTuber. And all you had to do was go to Ask Reddit. Go to Ask Reddit. Pick a thread. Copy everything. Paste the clips. Paste the threads. Copy all the words into a speech to text, text to speech software. Put a little bit of music at the bottom of it. And you're done. If I told you that and showed you how to do it, do you really think, would you consider that hard? Would you consider that difficult when you're not even typing anything? The most you would type is in the description box. We got Wallace. He says, to stand out in that market, you have to have a personality. Only compilation channel I watch is Cash Nast. I have no idea who that is. I'm going to look it up, though. We got to keep Techie in the building. Shout out to Keep Techie. I don't want to stand out. I hear you. I hear you. If I told you that you can do a YouTube channel where you don't even got to type nothing, all you got to do is copy and paste, would you think that's difficult? Would you think that is a hard thing to do? Would you have a hard time copying and pasting? Let me know, because I don't think that's hard to do at all. But maybe it might be for you, because I don't think that takes effort. I don't think that takes creativity. I don't think that takes a lot of skill and ability, because you can edit that on a free editing software. To be honest with you, you don't even need a professional editing software. You could might be able to edit that on your phone, to be honest, or a tablet. So yeah, that doesn't take work. And that's easily repeatable, replicatable, scaled up, scaled down. But let's come back to him.
What's the worst? What did your friend do that?
I don't even know how many different channels I just clicked on right there, but every single channel is exactly the same. I mean, sometimes they'll put different effort into like what's in the background. I mean, whatever this one is doesn't have a background. But man, the whole Ask Reddit genre.
I was just joking. I didn't take it personal. I didn't take it personal. I want to put this up here. Put the browser up here. Put it right Here. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, man, you have to use your fingers to do it. Boy. FBI, open up! Boy, if you don't get up off my screen.
Is so strange. Now, I've been paying attention to this genre for quite a while, because back last year when r/ took off, it's been almost 2 years now, I really don't know what happened in early 2019. 1 month ago, still a few 100,000 views. Person on YouTube is
Again, we got creepypasta, same shit.
just like getting single to double-digit views. And it's not even like they're bad content. I mean, they put a lot of work into like decent thumbnails, but still, it doesn't mean you're gonna take off. Let's see if we can find another one. All right, so here's a good example. So here's a Reddit channel. Looks like they've been going on for 2 months now. Yeah, like single to double-digit views. But they keep uploading every single day. Like, I would have given up a long time ago. So good luck, man. I hope you make the money you're looking for. But yeah, it kind of blows my mind just how many people are still into this. I mean, I honestly can't even stand listening to that text-to-speech voice. So
Wallace, you stupid. I forgot to say fair use, fair use. Fair use. Fair. Fucking fair use, man. You know how many times I done explain fair use to people? They don't like. I try to explain that shit. It takes time to build an audience. Absolutely. Fair use. Cut to the chase in the building. What's going on?
I don't know how this has turned into such a massive industry. Now, something that's kind of funny that you notice about this content into more video digestible forms. $500 a day, how to make $1,000 a day, like all of these ridiculous, just impossible goals.
All speech to text videos.
And any really fun channels like CoffeeZilla or Mike Winnett, and they kind of just give you a reality check like, all right, money is not as easily made as these people say. They are making money by telling you how they made money, because if they can actually make...
So, with all that being said, right? With all that being said, does my statement still make sense? YouTube is easy depending on what you do and what type of content you make. I wouldn't consider it a hard job. Wallace said he over here crying. Word, right? I be trying to tell people, I'm telling people, right? Fair use does not mean screaming fair use. Like, screaming fair use in a video does not make the video fair use. That's not what it means. It's fair use means what it means, and I'm not going to talk about that right now. No one cared when I did the video on it. I did a whole hour talking about it. I'm not going to get into that. But fair use means something, and if you don't follow what it means, then what you're doing is not fair use. And if all you're doing is saying fair use at the beginning of a video, that's not fair use. That's just you using the video. We got exposed to Manosphere, the king of the gynocracies in the What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? What's up with you, man? How you doing, man? What's up with you? Shout out to Exposed to Manosphere. What's up, man? Laughing like dudes don't know. Listen, man. People don't know what fair use is for the past 20 years, man. I don't got time to explain this shit to people, man. It's not fair use. I just like, all right, cool, whatever. I don't even correct people. Like, fair use. All right, sure, no problem. Fair use. All right. Okay. I don't got time. So when we're looking at when we're looking at this guy right here, he's telling me, because I'm telling you, when I'm telling you, yo, YouTube is hard depending on what you're doing. And it's easy depending on what you're doing. And he tells me, he looks at my channel, he says, bro, recording 2 to 3 hour live videos, that 40 people watch is not the same as making planned, edited content, a 10-minute video, striving for enough views to make a living. You know, he's firing.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
You know, he's firing shots at your boy and just dropping by briefly. All right, no problem. You firing shots, but then I can go to YouTube Analyze and he can show me channels that you can make content sleeping with zero effort. You can make these videos taking a shit on the toilet, and you tell me that people, the only way people make videos to make money is that they script and plan and edit and camera roll and majestic scenery, and you're telling me that that's the only way people make videos. Shout out to 8 Win This Timeless. The cosmic daddy, the cosmic daddy-o on the patio, and the keeper and the holder of the infinite ball game. Something twin. I'm trying to remember. It's something. The cosmic. Something with the twins and the holder of the infinite ball game. Shout out. Shout out. Shout out to 8 Win This Timeless, man. Shout out to 8 Win This Timeless, man. So help me understand something, man. You know, and matter of fact, right? And then here's another thing, right? We're gonna go look at Joseph's channel. So he has a live channel, right? No. No. Where's that music coming from? Okay. The Hero Twins. There we go. I started a reaction channel just cause it's super easy. I just put up videos when I feel like it. Yeah, what is the reaction channel? What is the reaction channel? Yeah, I mean it's easy. Like that don't take no time to do. I bet you what though. I bet you what. I bet you your reaction channel will hit a nice stride. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna show you examples too. And this is what I'm trying to tell. This is what I'm saying about these creators now. I mean, like, they're talking to me. I'm like, bro, I watch everything on YouTube. I watch everything on YouTube. I have a greater understanding of the content people do on the platform than most people understand. I watch everything. I watch there's very few things that I don't watch on YouTube, and I can tell you I don't watch cooking stuff, mukbang shit. I don't watch anything with makeup. I don't watch car channels. But outside of that, I watch a whole lot of other shit on YouTube. Kit Reacts. So this is the guy talking about live streams and stuff like that. And let's look at his live streams. But first, let's we're gonna duplicate that. Emotions versus facts. That's all I'm saying. Emotions versus facts, right? I'm not saying what you doing is irrelevant. I'm just saying that, you know, let's see.
Just go and hit that subscribe button, you know, like the video up if you actually like it, you know what I'm saying? Let's go on and get to the video.
You got the hat on backwards.
So like I stated, this is somebody by the name of Easy Mill, and hold on now.
Oh, it's music videos? Okay. He does music videos and stuff like that. I bet you that channel will hit a nice stride before your tech channel. Not even throwing shots at you too. Not even, you know, I'm not throwing shots, but I'm just, you know, based on my observation of things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So let's look at this guy, right? Here we go. This is Joseph, right? This is Mr. Joseph, Mr. Professional YouTuber guy, okay? We're going to look at his channel. We're going to look at his live stream. So he has the pre-roll right here. Here go to pre-roll. Start, show, chit-chat, and troubleshooting.
My audio mix is coming out over here. Apologies, everybody. You know, everything always works until. It's just kind of the way it always goes.
Kind of sounds like everything works until something happens. You have to have skills and ability to fix it, right? That kind of what sounds like what that is, right, Joseph? But I mean, I would say the skill to fix a live stream that's messing up live is equal to editing content, because it's still a skill that you need to make the content, right, Joseph? But you told me recording 2 to 3 hour live people that 40 people watch is not the same thing as making planned edited a 10-minute video. But if you know how to live stream and you have an issue and you have the knowledge to fix an issue to make the live stream, which is the content, how does that not equate to editing and scripting a video? You need to know how to script, and you need to know how to edit to make the video. You need to know how to run the software and equip it to keep the live stream functional to make the live stream content. But what do I know? 40 people watch my shit a day. What the fuck do I know, right? Coming back to him, right?
So nope, he's muted out of there. So here, because it is unfortunate, but it is the way it is, and we're just going to get this thing rolling. Hopefully it's not too awful, and we can always do another version of this. Let's just do the show, people say. All right, let's do it. So once again, welcome Chito from the channel Anamorphic on a Budget. Chito's whole thing,
full focus on the spherical lens, and this is madness.
Now again, right? Most of the stuff is copyrighted. Yeah, I kind of figured that, right? Again, what I'm trying to figure out is, if you have to learn how to edit, you have to learn how to script, you have to learn how to film to upload YouTube content, I would assume that you need to learn how to fix audio, learn how to make sure the hardware and software is working, make sure the video quality is up to snuff so it's not jaggering and stuttering, and not doing all of that. That sounds like a skill set to me. That sounds like ability to me. That sounds like time and effort to me. That sounds like you actually have to know what you're doing in order for you to do what you're doing to make the live stream content. And if you didn't know how to fix these issues, you would have a live stream that would struggle. Help me understand what I'm not understanding. Maybe, it's not the same thing, right? Because, you don't got the camera angles, there's no B-roll. There's no B-roll. There's none of that. So it's not the same thing. Even though I'm a professional creator.
I can barely just find one.
And my guest sounds like he's stuck in an episode of Reboot. But what do I know? I don't know much. Right? So, coming back to you guys in the chat room. What are your thoughts on the whole topic of YouTube is an easy job, right? My stance again is YouTube is an easy job, depending on what content you're making. Depending on the content that you're making. If you're shit posting, hold on. Let me show you. If you're this guy right here, let me show you. Let me just show you this, right? Let me show you this. So the people that tell me, how much creativity and ability is put into making content on YouTube and how much time and effort is, let me just show you. Okay? This is a guy. His name is Borza. Right? His name is Borza. From this year, 2021. This channel has 500, let me see. 500,000. Let me see when this channel got his subscribers. I came across this channel. Let's take a look. Started 2020 of last year. This video has 13 million views. Let me just go ahead and take a look at, let me just show you from what Joseph says. It's not the same as making planned, edited 10-minute videos, striving for enough views to make a living. All right, so let's apply this to this. Let's take a look. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, we done made it right now. That's it. That is it. The secret has been cracked on YouTube. You heard it here first. Spread the word to the people. I have found Da Vinci's Code. We are done. We made it. Okay? This is next level. You don't gotta go to VidCon. You don't gotta go to no Creator Summit. You don't gotta go to no master class. We have unlocked the Millennium Puzzle. Tell Yugi Moto to have several seats. We done figured the game out, ladies and gentlemen, here on the Technician. Look here, man. Like I done already said, no shade to the brother, man. No shade to the brother at all. No shade to the brother at all. However, if you on Twitter are trying to shade me, thinking that everybody is editing and scripting videos, you, sir, don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Because I can find hundreds upon hundreds of channels that do content like this. 500,000 views, 300,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, 250,000 subscribers, 14 million views, 10 million views, 2 million views, 3 million views, 4 million views, 5 million views, doing shit like this all day on YouTube. So how are you going to tell me and make me believe that people are only making content on YouTube to make money that are scripted and edited and well plotted out? Let's look at the content on the man's channel. Again, no shade at the man. The baby video got 13, came back again. So all his thing is, let me show how all he does is smile in videos and gets 3.2 million views. Look me in my eye and tell me how hard that is to do. Tell me how hard that is to do. Make a tweet saying, YouTube, if you think it's easy, you've never tried to be a YouTuber. Tell me that. Tell me recording 2 to 3 hour live videos that 40 people watch is not the same as making a planned edited 10-minute video striving for enough views to make a living. Tell me that, and come on YouTube and look things up and find channels like this where people just smile and get 13 million views. Make it make sense for me, please. I got another one. 18 seconds. Let's take a look.
If you're Hispanic and you say the N-word, if you're Asian and you say the N-word, if you're white and you say the N-word, it's okay. I forgive you, okay? If you're Hispanic and
Now,
you say the N-word,
again,
if you're
simple ass video. 10 million views. This is even before the whole no, this is in 2021. 10 million views for that. Help me understand where the editing is, where's the script that you need, where's the B-roll at. Help me understand that, right? Because I don't understand. Maybe it's just me, right? Maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I'm just bugging. Maybe I'm just bugging. Fuck do I know? Right? Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's this side. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm bugging. I am straight out of my mind. What the hell are you talking about, CoVa? Absolutely not. That guy is just a unicorn. I mean, CoVa, he is just a unicorn. Just a unicorn. Just a unicorn. That's okay. You see, I've been watching a whole ton of these videos, and I can find more. However, there's another example I want to show you. Where's she at? And I didn't sub to her channel. I didn't save the video. I can't. There we go. No, not Emmy. I know who Emmy is. Damn, I can't find it. I cannot find it now. Oh, let's look this up. Let me see what I got. While I find that, because there's a channel that I'm looking for. There's a channel that I'm looking for, and I cannot find it because I didn't save her video. And it's the channel. So let me explain the channel to you. So the channel is a girl, a woman, who was just posting cooking, her just making food. YouTube shorts. Just her just posting food. Again, another story of someone simply just posting for whatever reason, just posting to share their story. Man, let me see something. Let me see if I can find her channel. Cooking with Linja. Nope, that's not her. And here's a crazy thing, like it's a huge channel, and I can't find out a single. I can't find her video. Is it Yana Speaks? Nope. Mickey and Ross, Eljun. Mofos would just put an arrow in their thumbnail on a cold day, still make hell. Matter of fact, let me just put that up there. Matter of fact, let's look at that. Shout out to brother Squidward, right? you can just put an arrow. Let me just look at that right now. Let's look up the top 10 channels. While we're doing that, so I don't lose your attention, let me just look up the top 10 channels, right? All right. So here we go. So now we thank you for that. So let's look at the top 10 channels, right? Shout out to Sneed. The top 10 channels is a trend where people just post top 10 videos of compilations, not really making a point with what's going on, not really proving what's being shown in the video, just opening the door for assumption and brevity and creative and assumption, whatever the word is, whatever words you want to pick, apply that to whatever the hell I was trying to say. Now, let's apply that to the creators who tell you to spend so much time, and I'm spitting all over my shit. Let's apply it to the creators who are telling you to spend so much time on making thumbnails. Let's look at the thumbnails of this channel with 4.5 million subscribers. Let's take a look at the thumbnails. Train, a bus flying off a cliff, a creepy house with one red arrow, two red arrows, this title, this text, this is... Now, as you're looking at these thumbnails, the one thing you're getting away from it is thumbnails really don't require that much work for this channel, right? They don't really require that much work. Let me look up someone else. Let me look up Ruined Leon, right? I've mentioned him a couple times on my channel. Let's look at his channel. He had a nice growth. He had a nice blow up on his channel. Hit a nice stride. He got 8.1 million views on his channel. He had a nice stride. At 100,000 subscribers, he got his play button. Shout out to Ruined Leon. No shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. However, he is also a person who talks about creating quality content, right? Let's take a look at his thumbnails. Again, his thumbnails are simply goofy face, picture. 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 No shade, no shade, no shade, no shade at the brother. But when someone is telling me, right, that I got to put so much involved into my thumbnail. So much. What's going on, Johnny Adams? What's up? So much involved into my thumbnail to get X amount of results. When you have a channel who has 100,000 viewers, who blew up from 8,000 viewers in a few months to 100,000, and he literally just has a goofy face and then a picture in the thumbnail and gets 28,000 views. Help me understand how much effort you think I should be putting into my thumbnails. This is not me saying that you shouldn't put time into your thumbnails. This is me telling you to not get on that hamster wheel thinking that you have to blow your freaking brains out to make a thumbnail, when you can find example after example of creators whose time they put into the thumbnails vary from video to video. Again, simple is as simple does. YouTube can be difficult or it can be hard. Depends on how you want to make it. Okay? Now, let's take a look at one of his videos.
I got a comment on my most recent video, and I want to read it to everybody watching this. Are you ever going to make a video that's actually supporting black people? Why are you celebrating something like that? Why are you making a joke?
Now, again, no shade, no shade, no shade at the brother. However, I want to point something out. This is a straight clip of him talking. Do I think he did this in multiple takes? No, I do not. There's a possibility, probably. However, This is a straight cut of him talking with a couple of pictures, maybe a separate video, some tweets, and the video is done.
Means anything to you. Not every black life actually matters. Thanks for watching.
Fade to black. And we're done. Now, again, if I told you you can do commentary videos, all you had to do is sit in front of your camera, press record, add a couple of pictures in it, maybe add music if you felt like it, do a thumbnail like this, goofy face, picture, left and right, rinse and repeat until you got your desired results. This is not guaranteed, nor is it promised. However, if I told you that you can do a YouTube channel like that and you didn't even have to edit it, unless all you had to do was import, add a couple pictures, tweak a little things, export, you're done. You can do all of that in 30 minutes. Would you think that that is a difficult task to do? And you don't even have to read a script. Let me know in the chat room. Do you think that what you just saw was difficult? No shade, no shade, no shade. Not to take anything away from what he's done in his channel, just to put things into perspective. When people try to make you think or to give you the illusion that content on YouTube surrounds editing and scripting and planning out your videos. Make it make sense. That's all I want. That's all I want you to do. Make it make sense for me. Because to me, my comment makes the most sense. My comment, YouTube is easy depending on what you do and the type of content you make. I wouldn't consider it a hard job though. I wouldn't consider what I just watched as hard or challenging. I just wouldn't. But you know me, you know, we got examples for days over here, right? So let's go. Let's go look at everyone's favorite. Let's go look at MKBHD. Okay? Let's look at MKBHD for a second. Now, MKBHD says that he has someone who spends countless hours and times to make his thumbnail. Let's look at the end result of the finished thumbnail. So as you can see here, so I've zoomed in as much as I can so you can see these thumbnails. So in interviews, he has said that it takes hours upon hours to do these thumbnails to get the desired result or whatever. And this is the end result. Him holding the phone with the number 15 for iOS hands-on top 5 new features. Him holding the phone in front of a window, Sony Xperia 1 III, the ultimate enthusiast phone. Him photoshopping, holding the laptop in his hands, something that he recreates a lot. That takes a little bit of skill, I have to admit that. Standing here, inquisitive look, looking at the Windows 11. Arrow. Phone on a wooden block on top of a table. I'm just trying to figure out if you're telling me that these take hours upon hours of reviewing to do, how can I then go and tell you to spend so much time to get results like these? Again, no shade, no shade, no shade, no shade. I'm just trying to put it into perspective. When people tell you to spend so much time and detail on a thumbnail, when the top channels on the platforms thumbnails look like this. OnePlus 9 review, him simply holding the camera and taking a picture of it. Help me understand. What am I missing? Okay? You see, the reason why I'm pointing, this out. The reason why I'm pointing a lot of this stuff out is not because, I'm jealous or I'm hating or anything like that. It's for me to show people that there's a notion that you have to, get stuck in the never-ending cycle of grinding out grit and grind Memphis Grizzlies style, Zach Randolph in the paint, Tony Allen on the wing, grit and grinding out videos till one day you get that one video that you spent 15 hours making to get 20,000, 50,000, a million views. And now you hit your stride. Now you are a YouTuber. Now your video is successful. You can have a successful channel now. You're verified. Now you're in a position where you have an opinion on something. A person like Joseph can't easily just come to your channel, can't easily come to your platform, tell you how many videos have you made, and then tell you that all you do is 2 to 3 hour live videos, because now you are okayed in the eyes of creators now, because you have wasted countless hours and times of your life to put effort and work into your YouTube thumbnail and into your video that you managed to get 10,000, 20,000 views, and now you've made it. I peeped that NBA knowledge. Come on, man. Like, I'm with the sports too, man. I just don't be following like that anymore. Come on, son. What I'm saying, you get put on the hamster wheel of the infinite grit and grind until you get a video that makes it. Now, and this is not me making this up in Clubhouse. This is a speaking, a talking point that is repeated day in and day out by gurus and creator professionals that coach people, that people pay a lot of money to get this information for people, and they all say the same basic shit. Keep grinding out. One day your video will hit, and now put your channel on a path to success. Again, looking at bigger channels and successful channels and channels with hundreds and thousands of subscribers and viewership, you look at what they do and what people tell you to do, and the two don't mix. Calls into question, wait, this is hard? Scoop, man, you ain't missed that? Scoop, where you been? Hold up. Scoop, where you been? Of course YouTube is hard, bruh. Bruh, let me tell you something right now. Scoop, you my boy, but you fucking up in the game, bruh. Scoop, let me tell you something right now. Do you know how hard it is? Do you know how hard it is to make a thumbnail with the Note 20 Ultra on top of a block on top of a table? Do you not know how hard that shit is? Like, do you know how much time and effort is put into? How much time and effort is put into taking a picture of a phone in your hand above a staircase? You know how much time that takes? How much effort and manpower it takes to make a thumbnail like that? Do you know how much time and effort it takes to record a video, a single take video, 15 minutes long? Do you know how much? Do you know how long? Do you know how hard it is to shoot a video, smiling to a baby's video and reacting to that? Do you know how hard that is? Let me show Scoop, because Scoop don't understand. Like, Scoop, you don't understand how hard YouTube is. Like, you don't appreciate this shit, man. Man, hold on. See, now the shit now. Scoop, do you not appreciate how hard this is to do? Like, This is the problem with people like Scoop, man. Like, they come into the chat room, they don't appreciate the work. Scoop, you don't appreciate the work, Scoop. You don't appreciate the hard work it takes, right? So, you don't appreciate the hard work it takes. So, when blue check marks, when verified accounts tell you that you don't, if you think it's easy, then you're not a YouTuber, man. And if Roberto Blake says, if you don't got 100 videos, then you're not a YouTuber. You're not putting in the work. Scoop. Wallace. Keep it techie. When it's timeless, y'all not putting in the work, man. You gotta grind out for 10 to 12 hours editing B-roll, A-roll. Spend another 2 hours on your thumbnail. Spend another hour and a half to 2 hours on SEO. You gotta appreciate the work. It's hard work doing this YouTube shit, man. Y'all gotta understand that. Y'all need to appreciate the hours and the effort people see. And then if you get out of line perspective, what you saying what for? You gotta grind. You gotta join clubhouse rooms and ask mundane questions about motivation to make content and how do you stay motivated and how do you get burnt, how to prevent yourself from getting burnt out, reviewing phones and Funko Pop toys and pop culture references. You gotta make sure that you don't get burned out grinding till you get successful. And one day you may get that one video, and I mean that one video that gets 200, 250, 500, 750, 600,000 views. F Clubhouse. And you may get that one video. Yeah, I know you always fucking around. Shout out to Perspective. I'm playing too. You may get that one video that gets your channel popping. And then you can join the YouTube pretentious, condescending, elitist club of grifting, clout chasing content creators who can circle jerk themselves on Twitter talking about being a part of the creator economy. And then you can be on top of your pedestal, on top of your perch, and look down on all the other people who don't grind to make their videos like you do, like you have now accomplished. And tell you, hey, look, the guy who smiles at the baby's faces and gets 13 million views is an outlier, right? That is just 1% of the people on YouTube, right? The guy whose videos are good, but are they?
I got a comment on my most recent
difficult
video,
no, but this guy is an outlier as well, right? Simply just doing old school YouTube commentary videos, single take, a couple of pictures here and there. Matter of fact, let me show you what happened with Ruin Leon. PG, he must know about the what. Yeah, the what funny. PG be killing me with the what shit. The what shit is funny. Matter of fact, coming back to Ruin Leon, let me show you when he stopped putting in maximum effort. See, he was doing a lot of the commentary videos. Then he started to do like little skit videos and stuff like that. Let me see. He has some videos with the PS4. You know, there you go, right? He got the little green screen video right here, right? because he got the green screen to cover up the wall and stuff like that. He put an effort in. But then he realized, like, he got one video right here. Where's the video at? This one video hit so hard that he saw the light. It's somewhere. Let me see something. I gotta look up the most popular. Let me see something. Let me show you something. There we go. The Black Lives Matter. No. I think it was this. No. It was this video right here. Because this is one of his first like commentary videos. And then he started nailing down the commentary videos. No more green screens. No more skits. He figured out it's not about being complicated. It's about doing what works. Being a content creator is like fishing. You drop a line and see what bites. Absolutely. But you don't grind out your bare knuckles trying to do the work to appease the pompous creator community who respects people, or will only respects people who spends their ever-waking minute and their entire bottle of Adderall to make content and to try to compete with other people and say that is a hard job. Again, is all content on YouTube hard? No. Is all content on YouTube easy? No. There's a thin line between difficult and easy, and you can figure out which side you want to be on. You can be on the easy side and win, or you can be on the hard side and win. It's up to you, but there is a side. The people who are telling you, not at all. All my day job feeds my family. My YouTube work feeds my soul. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. There you go right there. Yo, YouTube is your hobby. Right? But there's a separation. There's a respect and a separation. The people who are telling you that there's a gray area within the separation. I just added thumbnails to most of our videos because our first videos without thumbnails received the most without. I just added thumbnails to most of our videos because at first our first videos without thumbnails received the most views. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine your channel that you just started with under 100 subscribers. The videos with the most views had no thumbnails. Imagine that. Now, if YouTube could do both, that's nice. Absolutely. Something about that comment you made with Soul, YouTube is not transferring over to Twidget for whatever reason. And if you can accomplish both with YouTube, that's a blessing. However, that doesn't mean that YouTube is inherently easy, and it doesn't mean that YouTube is inherently hard. And again, people who are telling you that you never try to be a YouTuber because you have this opinion are the same people who would tell you to join a $5,000 masterclass, to subscribe to a $250 creator program, to buy $1,000 worth of courses on being a YouTuber, to subscribe to master classes and groups. And again, they will tell you you don't know what you're talking about. It's not luck. You know, it's not luck. It's skill, right? So, because you don't appreciate the skill it takes, that's where you're wrong, DJ. You know, Because this takes skill right here. Right? I'm tired of hearing this song. Right? This right here takes skill. You got to appreciate the skill it takes to pull something like this off. Like, you had to make sure you picked the right blue jacket in front of the shower curtains to make sure that video hit right. The amount of luck it takes in YouTube to really get something hit, is so. But here's the problem. Here's why I'm gonna tell you. Here's why. Matter of fact, I'm gonna kill the music. For the people whose attention I have, let me tell you why. When people talk about luck, it gets shot down. You see, when people understand that there is a bit of luck when it comes to YouTube, they realize that there is one variable that negates all of these creator influence content creators. People like Ian Borthwick, people like Roberto Blake, Nick and D Niminem, Ryan G Johnson, J Jarmuschwan, what the girl name, all right? Colin and Samir. People understand that when you apply luck into YouTube and content creation, these people, like Roberto Blake, become irrelevant. Not because they don't provide any value, but because you understand that there is a variable in your journey of content creation that excludes anything like people like him and other people that follow him talk about, that cannot apply to luck. You understanding the concepts of content. Matter of fact, he says something here about luck, and I can't find it for the life of me. I can't find the tweet. There's a comment here about luck, and I can't find it. Let me see. I know he said something about luck, but I just can't find it. Yeah, I can't find it. He did say something about luck. But the thing is, like, he's always saying something about luck. But again, you understanding that there is a bit of luck in YouTube negates what a lot of these creator influencer people tell you when it comes to creating your content. Case in point. I had a news channel called CoVa News Drops. I had one video that gained 160,000 views off of one channel posting it on his community tab. And that got my channel to 2,000. That got that channel to 2,000 subscribers. No thumbnail, no crazy description, no tags, just luck. Just the title, and by chance, the video coming across the person, and the person was convinced to put it on their community tab. There was no SEO involved. There was no editing tricks involved. There was no proposition value involved. There was no in the about section to sell what the channel was about. There was no banner to sell what the channel was about. There was no crazy logo to tell you how interesting the channel was. It was simply a video the person liked and added to his community tab, and people liked the video and they subbed to the channel. Where was the strategy? It took no strategy, and it took no skill. It was all luck. And at the end of the day, what people who sell you on the hard work of YouTube, the grind of YouTube, the grit and grind of YouTube, the struggle of YouTube, what they don't like and what they don't want you to repeat to other people, and they don't, and what they will always push back on is your understanding of about the luck it takes to be successful on YouTube. Not only because it's true, but when people understand that there's luck involved with YouTube, you don't really need to spend thousands of dollars on courses, $5,000 on master classes to talk to other popular creators who grind out and put a lot of effort into their content. You don't need a bunch of one-on-one coaching, consulting calls with people. You don't got to sit down and look at the algorithm and figure out how to improve the engagement in the first 30 seconds. Like, you don't really need to, like, you won't need to do all of that much, because you understand with everything that you do, there's still a bit of luck involved with what you're doing. And that makes these people who sell you on grinding, who sell you on making 100 videos to be a YouTuber, irrelevant and pointless. So they have to keep you on that hamster wheel, keep you going on and on about the thumbnails, on and on about the SEO, on and on about the content, the title, the description, the banner, the about section, on and on the hamster wheel to keep you in the rotation so that you don't look out and see these channels that I showed you who put in varying different types of effort into making their content, into making their thumbnails, so that you don't see like, wait a minute. Instead of me doing all of this, I can try to mix of this with a little bit of this, and I might get lucky and get a different outcome than what I've been doing, constantly grinding out to get one outcome. But I mean, you know. I mean, some of y'all don't, some of y'all get it, some of y'all don't. What do I know? I'm just a technician. I don't know much.
How mind if you don't listen that much? Some of y'all don't listen at all. The same shit they be pushing your buttons. Got a grown man having withdrawals. I don't mind if you don't listen that.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness. We had a nice one tonight. We had a barn burner, but it's time to get on the vibe out of here. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys for tuning in, showing up, listening to the information, getting the information. Is YouTube an easy job? It depends on what you're doing. A lot of information was given, a lot of things were shown. I hope you took something away from it. No hate, no shade, just my opinion, just my thoughts, just my experiences, just my reality. You can take from it what you will, but always remember, don't get on that rabbit wheel, grinding out, getting lost. And until next time, thank you, goodbye, and good night.